My coach is Javi. I've been on the program working with Javi for about 8 months now. I came across Physique Academy on Instagram. I've been following George for a while. Was always quite impressed with his attitude and his energy, and I'd seen he'd shared a post about his program, so you know, followed that account too. Didn't really look too much into it after that, and then he actually DM'd me a couple of days later, asked if I was interested in joining the program, and I was in a position where I was going through a few changes in my life anyway, so it felt right to start then. What was your main reason for joining Physique Academy? There are a few reasons. I was overweight and very unhappy with the way I looked and the way I felt. I was very unfit. Not a particularly active or sporty person to begin with. So, you know, there were several things I was noticing as I was getting older, like how out of breath I was getting just going up a couple of flights of stairs, like getting backaches from not standing up properly or walking too long, and just, you know, not being strong in the ways that I know I should be just as a normal, active, functioning human being. So it was a mixture of being unhappy with how I looked and unhappy with how I felt. Yeah, that was the main thing. My amazing coach. The thing about Javi is he's incredibly enthusiastic, incredibly knowledgeable, and always in your corner, and he always holds you accountable and backs you up. Like the times where it's tough and you know, you haven't got motivation, you haven't got energy, you're tired, you're aching, he's always there. He's always at the other end of the line to like give you encouragement, give you advice, give you tips, help you with your form. Just check in and see how you're doing, not just like in terms of how you're adhering to the program, but like mentally as well. It makes a huge difference having like a coach there who can always answer your questions, and there's always like checking in to make sure you're doing well, because it lifts you up. It makes you your attitude changes so much when you've got someone fighting in your corner, and it's brilliant. So cannot recommend Javi highly enough. I'm a graphic designer, so I'm pretty much sat behind a desk most of the day, which means that I have to take as many opportunities as I can to get up and move around and walk and take as many steps as I can get, and you know, find the opportunities where I can to be active, not just in a gym environment, but through neat expenditure, so like walking and taking the stairs, or you know, this and that. So yeah, it's not the best profession to kind of be active and fit, but what's great about the program is that Javi tailored it around my lifestyle. So he knows that, you know, there are certain days of the week where I'm in the office, there are certain days I work from home, so he's tailored the program to suit that, and so that I can fit, you know, enough of the programming in, and also still, you know, commit to my work, you know, follow up on my work commitments, but also have a social life as well. So yeah, like it really is bespoke, and it works really well. It's pretty astonishing how much the program affects your life in like so many different ways. Career-wise, it's made me way more focused, it's made me more ambitious, it's made me so much more confident in who I am, not just as a professional, but as a person. And people treat you differently. People genuinely treat you differently when they can see that you look after yourself. It's true what they say, there's no second chances to make a good first impression. So meeting people professionally for the first time as well, you create a better impression, but also the people that you work alongside, they treat you better. They treat you with more respect, which I guess you could call that a little bit shallow, but that's the way the world works. That's the way people work. So yeah, it's sharpened my focus. My head is so much clearer than it used to be. I'm more creative. I'm more outgoing and ambitious, and like I'm not just more energetic, but I don't tire as quickly, like physically and mentally, as I used to. So yeah, it's has had a knock-on effect on so many aspects of my life, but you know, particularly professionally as well. I'm still in the process of losing weight. I'm still in phase 1. So far I've lost 15 kilos, which is about 2.3 stone, which I haven't been that weight since, you know, I was in my early 20s, so almost a decade. Yeah, keep losing weight. Javi and I are talking about me running a 10k. I'm still surprised at the fact I can run 5k, and the fact I'm doing it twice a week still blows my mind. So yeah, running a 10k, that's the next thing. And I think, who knows, maybe down the line do like an Ironman or something like that, or a Tough Mudder, like one of those kind of multifaceted challenges. We'll see. I couldn't recommend Physique Academy enough. Like the program's brilliant. Javi is fantastic. My coach is amazing, and the fact that they assign a particular coach to you based on the kind of person you are and your experiences and what you've been through and where you want to go, what your goals are, it sets you up for success so well. And aside from the fact that you've got this whole bespoke system set up around you, the community that Physique Academy has is amazing. There are so many different touch points where you can communicate with other people who are on the same journey that you are. The fact that that's there is brilliant, but also there's so much reinforcement, there's so much encouragement from other people. There's people who have questions and everyone else is there to support you, and you get to see the results as well. You see real results. Like all these side-by-side photos that you see, not only do they encourage you to start the program, but they encourage you to keep at it. They encourage you to, you know, not fall off the wagon and like eat more than you should, or like drink more than you should, or, you know, it motivates you to go to the gym when it's, you know, 6 a.m. and it's pitch black outside and it's freezing. You know, if you're browsing on, if you're scrolling on your phone and you see those side-by-side pictures of the results of some guy who like looks like I used to look at almost a year ago, and now looks like a fucking movie star. Sorry, shouldn't have sworn. Yeah, the side-by-side, like seeing the actual results has so much impact.